The downtown waterfront is packed tonight for the first ever Wonderfront Music and Arts Festival.
More than 100 bands are performing across several stages as water taxis shuttle attendees throughout the venue. News 8's Abby Alford is there with a live look at the pretty cool festival's day one. Abby?
Carlo and Marcella, the first night of the first Wonderfront Festival has just ended. You can see everyone that is shuffling out. Ben Harper was just on stage. And then right next to us is the Grammy singer Miguel, and everyone was in heaven, including me. Tonight, it was filled with sparkles, Instagram moments, and some great music and dancing.
Grammy singer Miguel headlined Friday night's Wonderfront Festival with his soulful, sensual sound. Wonderfront's first year hit many high notes along the Embarcadero.
I love the easy access. I took the water taxi at sunset.
7 main stages with over 100 acts.
I've got a 3-day pass. I'm looking forward to Miguel tonight, Thievery Corporation on Saturday, Tyga on Sunday, a little Busta Rhymes on Sunday.
Day passes are still available for $99.
And they're such good artists. Oh, cool. So I was like, how can I not come?
From Broadway Pier, Seaport Village, and Hilton Bayfront rocking over the next 3 days.
For me, it's very spread out, and I'm not sure how I like that.
And what's a music festival without plenty of Instagram moments? Of course, a Sparkle Bar.
We've got biodegradable glitter made from eucalyptus trees.
Yeah, I wanted to get sparkled.
So this is like the new age of face painting. It's the elevated. So
From glam
bar gets sparkled up.
love it, to the music festival outfits.
I've been dressing like a unicorn going to festivals for 9 years.
Akira Finn is on point as a jeweled unicorn.
I do it for smiles.
And lots of music, food, drinks, and art.
I love it. I can dance to anything.
The Wonderfront Festival will continue tomorrow starting at 11:45 and go on throughout the weekend. You have Migos and also MGMT are taking the stage tomorrow, and on Sunday, guitar legends like Nancy Wilson from Heart. Now, I've been posting on Instagram all night tonight. A lot of people have been asking, what is the best way to get down here? And I'd say that I would either take a ride share or public transportation. Not only is it the safest option, but also the most convenient. And remember, you can get sparkled. Back to you guys.
To go with her naturally sparkling personality.
Yeah, she's having so much fun out there. I think this is going to be a long tradition to follow.
To cover it, yeah, I would lobby for that every year.
Abby is like, I get that assignment annually.
Check.